Hello, bookworms. Welcome to the Mentors Podcast, the second episode, Growing Through Guided Learning. Here we will geek out about the game changing books. I am Aisha Ashik, and today I'm thrilled to be your host on this literary adventure. And joining us today is amazing Farzana bint Ayub, a class 7 student who just conquered her very first book, that's You Can Win by Shiv Khera. And here we are not only going to celebrate her achievement, but also we are going to dive deep into her love for the reading books and the lessons she learned, and also how our school has contributed in our personal and our academic development. Assalamu alaikum Farzana.
Walaikum assalam Aisha.
How are you?
I'm fine. What about you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm also fine. We are very pleased to have you here in this podcast.
I'm really glad to be here in this podcast too, because I was always wanted to come here to share a few things that have had a lasting impact on me as a student at Mentors Modern Institute.
Okay, so now let's dive into your book reading journey. And I'm gonna ask you some questions related to that. Are you ready for that?
Why not?
Okay, so I heard that you have read one of the book that's You Can Win by Shiv Khera, right? So what made you pick that book? Was it a recommendation or did you pick it yourself?
Yes, that book was a recommendation. That book was suggested and provided to me by one of our teachers, and I'm genuinely grateful for that recommendation. You Can Win by Shiv Khera gave me practical advice on how to develop positive habits, think clearly, and take responsibilities for my growth. If I talk about that book more deeply, it wasn't just a motivational book, क्योंकि इसने सिर्फ मुझे मोटिवेट नहीं किया. ये एक ऐसी बुक नहीं थी जो सिर्फ मोटिवेट करने के लिए थी. It felt personal. The lessons I took from it, especially the self-discipline and continuous effort, can lead to a meaningful success. They stayed with me.
Great, and it's so important not just to read the lessons also, but we have to live with them too, right? Okay, Farzana, what I think that many of the readers, or a few readers, or so we can say many of the readers who just read the self-help books, there are some moments that just get stuck with the person. As I have also read a few books that are self-help, and I have also found some of the moments there that just got stuck with me, and I call them as my aha moments.
Okay.
So I would like to listen by your advice that what were your aha moments while reading your book You Can Win?
My aha moment, there were many, but I will discuss one of them. My aha moment definitely came when Shiv Khera was discussing the absolute paramount importance of attitude. I'd always thought that I understood it, but he breaks it down so clear that how our attitude is not just a feeling, but a choice, and how it directly impacts your success or failure. This moment was like a light bulb went off, truly making me re-evaluate how I approach my challenges every day.
Okay, just tell me that were there any moments where you just felt like putting it down or just quit reading? Because what I have seen and heard that many of the readers who just read the books, what they just do that when they feel overwhelmed or when they feel bored, they just quit it. So be honest here. Have you faced such moments while reading the book You Can Win?
Yes, I do quit. I do wanted to quit at the page number 36 or 37 like this. You will say that how do you know the page number? Because that part was so boring. I read each line from it, but I was not getting what is this.
So we're not able to understand, right?
Yeah, I was not understanding it. I also read the page number a number of times, that is why I know it. But I wanted to quit, but then I remembered the book's own advice. Winners don't quit. So I powered through, and next chapter was amazing.
That was truly motivating. Now let's continue with the academics, as we are here to discuss that how our school has contributed in our personal as well as in our academics. So my question to you is that the often thing that is discussed in our school is about the evaluation system. Means how the evaluation system is held in our school. So would you like to share a few lines about the evaluation system?
Of course. Evaluation system is most frequent in our school. Instead of waiting for the final term exams कि बच्चे क्या बोलते हैं आजकल एग्जाम्स आएंगे तब याद करेंगे एग्जाम्स आएंगे तब प्रिपेयर करेंगे या जब डेट शीट निकलेगा तब हम अकॉर्डिंगली याद करेंगे फिर अच्छा होगा पेपर पहला इंग्लिश का है तो इंग्लिश को पहले याद करते हैं. No, we don't have that. We have continuous assessments. These may include quizzes, oral evaluations, weekly testers, and regular written work. Now, how this feedback helps us? It helps us stay engaged with the material throughout the year, and not when exams are near or when we get our date sheet. So this system also helps us correct our mistakes earlier before the final term exams and build confidence gradually. How? Because अभी हमने एक evaluation दी, उसमें हमें फॉर एग्जाम्पल 4 मिस्टेक्स हुए, अगली में हम कोई मतलब इम्प्रूवमेंट लाएंगे, चलो फिर भी 3 हुए, फिर दूसरी में 2 ही होंगे, फिर और एक में एक ही होगी, और ऐसे ऐसे 5वीं 6वीं या 7वीं उस इवेल्यूशन में हमें मिस्टेक नहीं होगी. क्यों? क्योंकि हमने उनको क्या किया,
दूर किया हमने उनको.
हाँ, तो इससे क्या होता है कि जब हमें फाइनल टर्म एग्जाम्स होंगे, हमने ऑलरेडी इवेल्यूएशन दी है, तो फिर हमें बहुत ही स्ट्रेस कम होता है क्योंकि
हमने प्रिपेयर किया होता है.
Yes. And also this system, if I talk about myself, it helped me understand the subjects more deeply rather than simply memorizing for marks. कि मुझे 50 में से 50 लाने, मुझे 100 में से 100 लाने, या 720 में से 720 लाने, फॉर एग्जाम्पल. ऐसा नहीं है. We just don't learn for the marks.
Yeah, that's true. And beyond the traditional assessments, what our school also encourages, that's creativity. And I was seeing that your writing skill has improved a lot over time. Would you like to say something about the homework style? How has that impacted you?
The creative homework we are given, especially in English, has played a major role in helping me grow as a writer.
Writer?
Yeah, you can call that, because we are often asked to write reflective essays, imaginative dialogues, and even poems. So now you will see here that ये homework तो मुझे भी मिलती है.
Yeah, that's same. I am also the writer.
Yeah. बट क्या है कि इसके अलावा मतलब मैं मोटिवेट हुई अब लिखने के लिए. मुझे बोला गया एक पॉम लिखो, फॉर एग्जांपल समर वैकेशन चल रही थी तो समर वैकेशन पर लिखो. तो इसके अलावा मैंने मतलब और पॉम्स लिखी है, मतलब अपने तरीके से. फॉर एग्जांपल स्कूल के बारे में लिखना चाहा, या नेचर के बारे में. तो इससे क्या हुआ कि मतलब मैंने खुद लिखना शुरू किया, ना कि मैंने टीचर या किसी गाइड पे डिपेंडेंट रही कि मुझे बोलेगा कोई तब मैं लिखूँगी. So this is how it helped me.
Okay. And apart from the reading and writing, whatever school has another fun feature, we can call it unique feature, means how it encourages the students, or how it encourages us to deliver the lectures or presentation on the random topics. Like we have to deliver a presentation in the morning assembly, or we have to deliver a lecture in our class, or even we are set to record the lectures at our home and send it to the concerned teacher, right?
Yeah.
So can you tell that how has that impacted you?
It has been incredibly helpful. I can't say it, I can't describe it totally. Because giving lectures in front of your classmates, your teachers, in the morning assemblies, or even in the programs, in the school functions.
Yeah, very well, when guests too.
Yeah, it has really improved my public speaking and communication skills. But initially, I was so nervous. It was not an easy task for me. It was like a Herculean task for me, you can call it.
It's not easy.
Yeah. देखो आपके सामने 10 बच्चे होते क्लास में, चलो फिर भी कुछ बोल दिया, क्लासमेट्स ही हैं. अब मॉर्निंग असेंबली में चलो फिर भी अपने स्कूल मेट्स ही है, लेकिन फिर भी मॉर्निंग असेंबली में थोड़ा डर रहता है अपनी क्लास में. कोई जज करेगा, ये भूल गई तो जज करेंगे, इसको कुछ आता ही नहीं है. एंड इन द सेम वे जब प्रोग्राम होते हैं ये इसके स्कूल प्रोग्राम, तो क्या होता है कि वहाँ पर एक तो स्कूल मेट्स होते हैं और गेस्ट्स आते हैं
फ्रॉम द अदर स्कूल.
या उससे नर्वस होती है इनसाइड, वो फीलिंग एक किस्म की आती है, अगर मैं
तो
एंजाइटी होती है बहुत. तो बट विथ प्रैक्टिस आई हैव लर्न दीज थिंग्स, हाउ टू स्पीक क्लियरली, स्ट्रक्चर माई थॉट्स एंड प्रेजेंट देम विद कॉन्फिडेंस. These small but regular speaking opportunities have taught me how to express myself respectfully and effectively. And since public speaking is most important, especially nowadays, I will say that it's the skill I believe in will help me in all areas of my life.
Okay, Farzana. So another burning question that I want to ask you is that what sparked your interest in reading the books apart from the academic books? As the students we see nowadays, they just focus on their prescribed syllabus, means जो उनको syllabus दिया जाता है, and they just want to clear that. Or some of the students, they just don't get time to clear, to read other books apart from the academic books. Or students, some of the students, they just are glued with their screens more than the pages of the books. So what would you like to say about that? How you managed both academic books as well as the other about books?
So I discussed earlier the creative homework. It helped me grow as a
writer.
And as a writer मतलब मैं खुद ही ऐसे कुछ नहीं लिखूंगी पॉम जब तक मैं दूसरे ऑथर्स का ना देखूं कि उन्होंने कैसे लिखा है. मैंने चलो ठीक है, मैंने खुद ही अपनी पॉम लिखी है और वो ऐसी दी, किसी को कौन पढ़ेगा उसे?
No one will.
माने कि फ्रेंड्स को देंगे,
and parents
पढ़ो, लेकिन वो तब अच्छी बनेगी जब मैं किसी से उसको कंपेयर कंपेयर करो, खासकर जो मुझसे अच्छा लिखता हो. मैंने किसी अच्छे ऑथर की देखी है पोम, इसने ऐसे लिखा है, इसने ऐसे
और
लिखा है.
पोएट की.
हाँ, तो फिर मैंने खुद भी ऐसे ही लिखी. मीन दिस इज द वे आई यूज टू राइट. सो फॉर इट आई नीड टू कंसर्न मैनी बुक्स. मैंने बहुत सारी बुक्स कंसर्न भी की है, मतलब मुझे ज़रूरत थी तो मैंने कंसर्न की है डिफरेंट बुक्स ऑफ डिफरेंट ऑथर्स. तो फिर क्या हुआ, इससे क्या हुआ, मुझे डिफरेंट बुक्स पढ़नी पड़ी. एक तो राइटिंग भी ठीक हुई
And reading
स्किल भी डेवलप हुई. तो मैं जब पढ़ती रहती थी, हाँ इसने यहाँ पर लिखा है दिस, तो पढ़ रही थी तो मुझे भी ऐसे ही लिखना है, मुझे खुद नहीं लिखना है, मतलब ऐसे ही लिखना है, मतलब खुद के माइंड से, ना कि ऐसे ही रैंडमली कुछ भी लिखो. एंड ऑल्सो ग्रेजुअली आई डिस्कवर्ड रीडिंग बिकेम माई हैबिट बाई दिस एंड नॉट जस्ट अ टास्क. क्यों? क्योंकि मैं ऐसे ही पढ़ रही थी और अब अगर मुझे कोई भी बुक देंगे मैं पढ़ लूँगी. सो रीडिंग बिकेम a habit,
Not just a choice. Okay, Farzana. So before we wrap up this session, do you have any message for those kids who just think that reading isn't for them, or who just think that reading is a laborious task for them?
Well, if you were to ask me this question a couple of years ago, I too would relate with it. Why? Because I was thinking reading books is kind of boring. And instead of this, I'll play outside with my friends, I will chill. लेकिन with time क्या हुआ कि I am right now proud to call myself as a book lover. And my tip to those who think reading books is boring would be to start with a storybook, because it will keep you hooked. Then experiment with different genres, and there you'll be surprised by the developed interest of reading books. If I'll talk about myself, how I transformed my bibliophobia into bibliophilia, I just started with Ruskin Bond books. Why? Because they're easy to understand. Very easy to understand, and they're interesting too. For example, his first novel was The Room on the Roof and The Blue Umbrella, short stories by him. And also we have the Ruskin Bond short stories and textbooks too. So it was kind of interesting to read from the both. And also then I switched to some self-help books and the novels, and now I can read any book anytime. And yeah, if I did, you can too. So what are you waiting for? Go grab a book right now, and best of luck for your first read.
It was strong advice from your side, and I hope that our listeners also follow it. Thank you so much, Farzana, for joining us in this podcast, for sharing your insightful words, and for sharing your experience in this podcast. And it's clear that continuous practices, evaluations, creative assignments, and also the reading, writing, and the student speaking, all these work together just not only to make us a better students, but to make us a better individuals too. And the elements, all these elements, they just help us to build our critical thinking, also to boost sense, and also they just help us to improve our ability to express ourselves, right? And when we engage actively in all the aspects of learning, what we just not only gain the knowledge, but we build a character too, right? And when we build a character, and it's education not only about, after all, it's not only about the marks and the examination. मतलब जो हमने अपने mindset में रखा है कि जो the one who scores 720 out of 720, 100 out of 100, 50 out of, he is educated. But it's not like that. Education what actually is, it's preparing yourself for life. मतलब जो life में hardships होते हैं, ups and downs होते हैं, how to face them, tackle them, हम मतलब उनको कैसे tackle कर सकते हैं. It's like that. And at last, I would like to say that education is all about preparing yourself for life, for preparing your life with the right values and right mindset. And with that, we wrap up today's podcast, Mentors Podcast, second podcast. And until next time, stay consistent and never stop learning. Thank you all. Fi Amanillah.
Thank you so much.